With this, a local international expert believes President Trump may have left questions unanswered in some of those remarks this morning.
The executive director of the Human Rights Center at the University of Dayton says it would be naive to think Iran will not take further action. 2 News reporter Deborah Bogart continues our team coverage.
Shelly Inglis has a background of working with the United Nations and says her key takeaways from Trump's remarks this afternoon were that no further military action would be taken yet, but also saying that he presented no clear path forward.
This afternoon, Trump calling on the countries involved in the Iran nuclear deal to break away from the agreement. But Shelly Inglis, the executive director of University of Dayton's Human Rights Center, says he provided no clear substitute.
He did state clearly that the U.S. would not allow Iran to develop nuclear weapons, but at the same time, President Trump has not been a proponent of the nuclear weapons deal with Iran, but did not outline then what is the way forward in terms of an agreement. How do you reach an agreement with Iran around nuclear weapons that is different than the one we have?
Also saying that while the president claims Iran is standing down, she believes they will attack again, just not as blatantly.
I foresee that Iran will continue to retaliate in different ways using asymmetrical and other tactics in the Middle East to continue to take on the United States, our allies, and our interests there.
Finally saying one thing she wished she had heard was President Trump reassuring those of Iranian descent living in America that they would not be targeted like some Muslim people were following 9/11.
It would have been very nice to hear from Donald Trump around ensuring lowering the tensions and ensuring the safety and security of all people who live within the United States, and that to call out to ensure that there are no acts of retribution or hate crimes taking place.